Hey guys, my name is Mitlesh Singh and you are watching my YouTube channel CloudX India. Guys, today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, but before this, I have a question and I just want to know what steps do you follow? Take an example, you have deployed a virtual machine, so what all steps you follow to protect it? Definitely, there is a server hardening. Will you you provide the credential, username, and access, right? So, and the other part is the network security. Will you allow everyone to take the RDP or take the SSH connection of your virtual machine? Definitely not. If you are allowing everyone, it means you are opening thread to your virtual machine and your system is at risk. Okay. And even your security team will not allow to do this because this is against the security law. Okay. So what will you follow or what will you do to protect your virtual machine? If I talk about in AWS, so there are certain procedure like you can use the ACL and you can use the security group, and today I'll talk about what is security group and how can you use to protect your virtual machine. Okay, so guys, let's not wait and see what it is and how does it work. What is security group? It's a security group is a virtual firewall of AWS, and this virtual firewall you can apply at the instance level. When I say the instance level, it means you can apply at your virtual machine. Okay, and you can even apply to the database load balancer as well. Okay, and it supports only allow rules. It means take an example, there is a users, okay, and the IP of this user is suppose 10.1.1, okay, 10, and this person is trying to access your virtual machine, so you have to allow this IP address to access the connection or access the system over the network. Okay, so it require the 389 ports to access this virtual machine. So there is no deny rule, you can specify only allow. The next thing is you can specify separate rule for inbound and outbound. Means there are two options, right? So first, to whom you want to allow to access your virtual machine. Take an example, you allowed this person to take the RDP and you allowed port 3389 to take the remote console of this person from this person to your virtual machine. So this is the inbound. And the other options is outbound, means from your virtual machine, what other resources or what which system you want to access. Do you want to access any database? Do you want to access the internet or whatever, right? So when any requests leave from the your system, that is known as the outbound, and when any requests come to your system, that is known as the inbound. So from outbound and inbound you can configure the security rule or open the ports, firewall ports. When you create new security group, so there is no inbound rule created by default, so you have to specify, you have to create the rules. But in outbound, so it is by default allowed. This is stateful, it means, so what is stateful? It means so there is two types of, as I said, there are two types of communication, one is inbound and other one is outbound. It means if you allow this person to take the RDP connection, so this request will be inbound. And when this system respond to your this requester, right? When it respond to the requester, so it send the request or send the packet towards the outbound. But there is no need to specify any port at the outbound. So that is known as the stateful. If it is allowed to come in, it automatically go out. It apply at instance level. This is repeated, but yes, it apply at the instance level only. Okay, so here is one of the scenario I have created for you, so it will help you to understand in detail. Okay, so there are two virtual machine I have created, and this virtual machine is created under this subnet. Okay, and this subnet is part of this VPC. Okay, and there is a person or lady is trying to access your this virtual machine, and the IP of this user is 172.16.2.10. Okay, and you have created a firewall rule or security group, and this security group you have allowed, first of all, to, if you want if you want to allow this user to take the RDP connection of your system, okay, of your system. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to allow this IP at your security group, okay, on port 3389, and then you have to apply this rule onto the desired system, right? Whether you want to let this person to access this or both. You can allow the single security group on multiple system or one system, depends on you. Okay, so what happened, so when this user send a request, first of all, definitely it reads to your VPC. From the VPC it reads to the subnet, so there are some other network part are involved, right? It may be the VPN connection or over the internet, okay, you are using the gateway, or so there are several parts are involved, so I'm not going in detail, so I'm just describing the flow. Okay, so it go to the network, and then it will right, so before hitting to the instance, right, so there is a security firewall, it reaches to the firewall, and then first of all firewall verify all the whatever the ports are allowed, right? So and it verify whether this particular IPs is in our list or not. Okay, so there are two options, either you allow the complete subnet, okay, you can mention 172.16.2/0, okay, and then you can define the network mask here, or you can specify a single IP as I did. If there is a single user who is accessing it, so it's a good, and it is recommended to allow to that IP only, not to everyone. Okay, so once it reaches to the security group, it will verify whether this person is allowed or not, and once it is allowed, it will let you in and access your virtual machine. Okay, so then it's depend, if you have applied the security group on this and this bot system, definitely this user can access to the bot system. If you have applied to any of either one or two, so it can access to those only. So take an example, in bottom I have three other virtual machine, but I did not apply the security group here. It means this person cannot access to this. Okay, as because this is the security group will apply at the instance level. Okay,